drained now, fueled for more. My hands are messy, my mind's a zoo. Paint, paint, painting goo. Paint goo, painting goo. Painting me, painting you. Sip, sip, rat, rat. Paint goo, painting goo. Bitches wet, they drip, they fall. Canvas screaming, let's paint them all. A smear of smudge, a masterpiece too. Paint, paint, painting goo. It's no booms, it's lavish tune. Characters brushed with light. No rules, no plan, just let it do. Paint, goo, painting goo.
In honor of our very own petrified primate's survival in his first time back out in the wild, he's here to play us some piano.
Oh, gather round, ye mortals bold, from mist and brine and tales untold, where canvas breathes and colors flow. Welcome to painting gold. Tobias perch upon the dong, it must be run. For chibi charged and songs be sung. No timid brush, no timid crew. We paint like thunder splitting through. He's defender who half divine, born of ink and turpentine. Samurai heart with Irish grin, lets the living ether in. He doesn't plan, just do don't try. He squints one eye, charge a chi, one fearless stroke, the sky turns blue, and dragons hatch from painting gold. flow, don't overthink. Follow the ether of ink. Let spirit guide the punchy while Boris grinds ink with teeth. Strike like a tiger, swift and true, just like Garlos would do. Step to the mic, he sets the tone with Mazzo's crisp meatball calzone. Italian gravy, grape drink too. Broadcasting live, microphone is here with you. From Japanese clan, he leads the way with honor. Sharp as katana spray through stormy doubt and ego stew. He brings life inside of you. So raise your brush like battle axe. Let go of fear and pigment cracks. Let all arrive from cosmic dew and roar it loud.
Painting Goo! Yes, he's back, and so am I, your resident janitor, while our very own illustrious demi-divine demigod of Painting Goo is still negotiating with a local cult. I hope things go well. In the meantime, you're stuck with me, the cleaner, the sweeper, the sheeny shiner, the smoker. But yes, Myro the monkey has survived his trek through the wilderness. The mischievous Monkey King may have unpetrified his ass, but, I mean, it's just as well that I kept some of the petrification fluid under wraps, sealed in a vault, in an urn. I knew it would be needed again. Here we are. Myro has been repetrified, and he is where he belongs, in front of that piano and that tip bowl, and there he will remain, permanently petrified. How are we all? We doing well? Look at that. The gods smile upon me today. They smile upon Painting Goo with their beautiful rays of light. Orientation is, of course, the first thing in Painting Goo. Orientation, very important too. We return to the avatar creation of Margia-sama. It is a fabulous Friday. It's a fabulous Friday. It's a fabulous day of Fry. Freitag. Freitag. What's Friday in Japanese? I don't fucking know. Is it fish day? Whale day? It's Fridays when they go whale hunting? I don't know. We get over here a bit. We're blocking Tobias's left wing. How dare I? Boris looking cute as ever. Boris the bear. Look at him in his all fuzziness. You'll probably notice that Nitnug has left us. He has joined his brothers Shin Nitnug and Nitnug El in that cult I was speaking of. Some of our members have joined a cult. More information will be available soon enough as to the whereabouts of this said cult. Rumors are it takes place in Tipperary Arts. That's why our very own Defender Usama is away negotiating as Painting Goo transitions into its new home. Temporarily, of course. Painting Goo will be taking place in Tipperary Arts soon enough. There we go, that'll do. Friday. That will do. That will do. Okay. What are we doing tunes wise to Friday? What do we usually stick on Friday? I can't remember. What was Fridays again? Mondays is metal. Tuesdays is techno. Wednesdays is white Wednesdays. Thursdays is we usually do some, what was it? Tribal stuff. Some heathen music. Fridays, I can't remember what Fridays was. So much has changed. So much has happened. And even more is going to happen. Silence. So we could have a no tunes day. Or I just sit here. Is Fridays fuck off Fridays where I just bitch and moan? Funky Fridays. Funk Fridays. That's what it was. Desmond Usama's on the ball. Where did we? I kind of like the idea of fuck off Fridays though. Or I just tell everybody to fuck off. Leave me alone while I paint. We do have funk though. I think we have funk. I can't remember. I think we do have some Japanese funk. Ambient film score. That shit's good. Biofilms. That's another one. Jazz. Fuck jazz. I don't mind a bit of jazz. Jazz is okay. Jazz is one of those things that I need in less than a moderate supply. We have the taiko drum set. Check that out. There's only 7 songs on that, so I will shite on for a bit. And then Micah's song is funky. Micah's song is funky. And I keep forgetting about Micah. I keep forgetting about you, Micah, because we don't actually use Micah. He's just our resident black Italian Jew prop. Frying pan sounds. I can imagine that getting old real quick. About 5 minutes of it being funny, followed by another 10-15 minutes of like, please stop. And just frying pans, no pots. It's like no pots, just pans, you know. No pots, just pans. So Paul Pot isn't welcome, but the Demon Pan can come on in. Flutes, we'll do some flutes. Frying pan Fridays, where we stick the Demon Pan into a frying pan and fry his ass for all those children he led astray. Okay. Where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Right, the shotgun needs to be straightened a bit. The hat needs a bit of work, some detail. I was going to put a flower on it. Her sword is looking well. I think I'm going to change her right hand into holding a 6-shooter. Because if I try to put the 6-shooter in the holster, it's just going to be blocked by her hand. So I think I'm gonna reposition her hand. We'll do a 6-shooter. Good old Colt. Or perhaps a Schofield. I think I need to brighten up her holster a bit. Stick some bullets in it. I need to put the sunflowers on the gourd. So lots to do, lots to do. We've already amended the cacti and turned them into pines. Because that was a hilarious mishap. She does live in Texas, doesn't she? Tennessee! It's a completely different state. And there's no cactus in it. Fuck. Shit. Bollocks. Wank. Damn. But we fixed it. We fixed it. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I will. First thing I'm gonna do is I'll change her hand and I'll fix the shotgun, and then we'll see where we go from that. Oh, we have new tuna. We have new tuna. What's this? Oh yes, vitrification. We have new tuna. Vitrification 1 and 2. Okay. No, I didn't want to play it. I wanted to fucking forward it. I clicked the right mouse, not the left. You swine of a laptop. I jest. This laptop has saved my life many a time. Figuratively speaking. I don't know how a laptop would literally save your life. Unless some kind of cartel had you on your knees at gunpoint and was like, "You give me a laptop now!" Right. Vitrification version 1. Commence.
It's like a sword that doesn't have a father. This is a fatherless sword. You see, when a mommy's sword and a daddy's sword get together,
and they love each other very much.
and then the daddy sword fucks off with another sword.
You get
A bastard sword. That's how swords work.
I assume.
Vitrification.
What's that?
Is that
The act of setting something on fire.
with the sun?
Sounds like old school Viagra or something.
Ask your doctor if vitrification is right for you.
Side effects may include
Glass
turning a solid thing
into glass.
through extreme heat.
So all those times, I was talking about kidnapping the women and children and glassing the place.
I was just speaking of.
Vitrification,
I was sitting in the kitchen the other day.
just thinking about the logistics of kidnapping all the women and children.
And glassing the place.
You know, normal kitchen thoughts.
Defenestration,
That doesn't at all sound,
like the act of throwing someone out of a window.
but that's what it means.
Defenestration,
The elegant art of removing a man from a building through the window.
like the homo in Braveheart.
Like
You can't do that!
your man just...
Flings him out the window.
That's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Like, if we can just find a word.
A word like
Blah, blah, blah,
then vitrification.
is the solution to all of Earth's problems.
Forced displacement.
And vitrification,
It has a certain ring to it.
like a government initiative.
To crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
And to hear the lamentations.
Of their women. Alright,
Everyone on the trucks.
except you.
You.
And you. Now you stay right there.
The crocodile
versus turtle.
technique.
A couple of Gundams.
A few nets.
It's totally doable.
UFO style.
Just abduct an entire nation's women and children out of the blockade.
Imagine
How horrifying that would be.
for all the men.
Your missus is in the kitchen
Just flipping burgers
while you're playing Gears of War.
with your kids.
And then
The next thing you know, there is a bright, flashing white light,
that consumes both of them.
and you're just standing there.
Like
Oh my God.
they got raptured.
Or something
And somewhere
in the distance
the sword
without a father.
is waiting.
Okay, I know there's a second version, but I'm playing that again immediately. That was fucking hilarious. That was so funny. As I noticed some of you have like showed
It's
up
like a
just there.
sword
This is so funny.
that doesn't have a father. This is a fatherless sword. You see, when a mommy sword and a daddy sword get together,
And they love each other very much.
and then the daddy sword fucks off with another sword,
You get
a bastard sword. That's how swords work.
I assume.
Vitrification.
What's that?
Is that
The act of setting something on fire.
with the sun?
Sounds like old school Viagra or something.
Ask your doctor if vitrification is right for you.
Side effects may include
Glass
turning a solid thing
into glass.
through extreme heat.
So all those times, I was talking about kidnapping the women and children and glassing the place.
I was just speaking of.
Vitrification.
I was sitting in the kitchen the other day.
Just thinking about the logistics of kidnapping all the women and children.
And glassing the place.
You know, normal kitchen thoughts.
Defenestration,
That doesn't at all sound,
like the act of throwing someone out of a window.
but that's what it means.
Defenestration,
The elegant art of removing a man from a building through the window.
like the homo in Braveheart.
Like
You can't do that!
your man just.
Flames him out the window.
That's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Like, if we can just find a word.
A word like
Blah, blah, blah.
then vitrification.
Is the solution to all of Earth's problems.
Forced displacement.
And vitrification.
It has a certain ring to it.
Like a government initiative.
To crush your enemies. See them driven before you.
And to hear the lamentations.
Of their women. Alright,
Everyone on the trucks.
except you.
You.
And you. Now you stay right there.
The crocodile
Versus turtle.
technique.
A couple of Gundams.
A few nets.
It's totally doable.
UFO style.
Just abduct an entire nation's women and children out of the blockade.
Imagine
How horrifying that would be.
for all the men.
Your missus is in the kitchen
Just flipping burgers
while you're playing Gears of War.
with your kids.
And then
The next thing you know, there is a bright, flashing white light,
that consumes both of them.
and you're just standing there.
Like
Oh my God.
they got raptured.
Or something
And somewhere,
in the distance,
the sword
without a father.
is waiting.
That song is fucking hilarious. That's one of the funniest ones yet. We need a defender of stream of consciousness play. Grifu-sama!
That doesn't have a father.
This is a fatherless sword.
You see, when a mommy sword
And a daddy sword.
get together,
And they love each other very much.
and then the daddy sword fucks off with another sword.
You get
A bastard sword.
that's how swords work. I assume. Vitrification?
What's that?
Is that the act of setting something on fire with the sun?
Sounds like old school Viagra or something.
Ask your doctor if vitrification is right for you.
Side effects may include
Glass.
turning a solid thing into glass.
Through extreme heat.
So all those times, I was talking about kidnapping the women and children and glassing the place.
I was just speaking of vitrification.
I was sitting in the kitchen the other day
Just thinking.
about the logistics of kidnapping all the women and children and glassing the place.
You know, normal kitchen thoughts.
Normal kitchen time.
Defenestration.
That doesn't at all sound like the act of throwing someone out of a window, but that's what it means.
Defenestration.
The elegant art of removing a man from a building through the window.
Yeah.
Like the homo in Braveheart, like
You can't do that!
your man just flings him out the window.
That's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Like, if we can just find a word like,
Blah, blah, blah. And vitrification.
is the solution.
To all of Earth's problems.
Forced displacement.
And vitrification.
It has a certain ring to it, like a government initiative.
To crush your enemies. See them driven before you. And to hear the lamentations of their women.
All right. Everyone on the trucks, except you.
You
You,
and you.
now you stay right there.
Crocodile versus turtle. Technique, a couple of Gundams, a few nets.
It's totally doable.
UFO style.
Just abduct an entire nation's women and children.
Out of the blockade.
Imagine.
How horrifying that would be for all the men. Your missus is in the kitchen, just flipping burgers, while you're playing Gears of War with your kids. And then, the next thing you know, there is a bright, flashing, white light that consumes both of them.
And you're just standing there like,
Oh my God.
they got raptured or something.
Somewhere
In the distance,
someone
without a father.
is waiting.
Oh, fuck me, that's funny. Your missus is just standing there flipping burgers, and you're sitting there playing Gears of War with your kids. Next minute, the two of them get raptured. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, you're right, Stabberoo. Like, we need to, like... We just make songs out of my rants. It's like, what the fuck? Like, oh, vitrification. Sounds like old school Viagra. Oh man, who wants a glass hard on though? That'd suck, you know, like hard but brittle. I mean, that's bad for both parties. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like the glass cannon of cocks. Like, oh man. All right, we'll stick on we'll stick on some taiko drums and what's the other one we have here? We got taiko techno and rice paddy techno. We'll start off with taiko techno. Oh god. My balls! This was beautiful.
Scratched his crown, said, I wanna show. Spun a coin, called it gravity, watched it fall. Said, there we go. Painted laws in a sweaty hurry, called the chaos causing plan. Dropped a virus in a teacup, shook it grand, uncoded man. We are the fever dream of the monkey king, foaming at the mouth while the church bells ring. ashes of his bad routine. We are the punchline he forgot to sing. Just the fever dream of the Monkey King. He gets high on holy oysters on prayers like sunflower seeds. Flips through channels of collapsing empires. Yellowstone drum.
It'll never happen, Samaru Sama. The best we can do is make real versions of these glorious AI shows.
Then blame us for our reflections, sipped his soul, wiped his chin. We are the fever dream of the Monkey King, foaming at the mouth while the church bells ring. Praying to the sky, that's his TV screen, dancing in the ashes of his bad routine. We are the punchline he forgot to sing. Just a fever dream of the Monkey King. If he wakes up cold and sober, we reflect a thin and thin. Head pin like bugs and amber felt his interest in mistake. Maybe hell is just his hangover when he can't recall our names. Just a headache in his
Well, that's it.
temple from a
I understand where she's coming from, like, you know. It was a decision that was made essentially, like, where it was like, it's for actual, real art.
dream of the Monkey King, foaming at the mouth while the sirens sing, building little thrones out of plastic things, swearing that the crown makes us supreme. Raise a glass, toast the cruel unseen, to the fever dream of the Monkey King. Just the fever dream of the Monkey King.
Who knows how it's going to go anyway? I mean, like, with more people coming in and watching me do the stream in Tarts, like, you'll get people who will want to watch the unfiltered, unadulterated, explicit version of Painting Goo, you know? So give it time. We have no idea how this is going to pan out. And you're getting the best of both worlds anyway. You're going to see me in there, and I'm going to still do this. Iron Man Mara! Welcome on! What did I miss? Where do I start? The Tipperary Arts Hub is officially open. We've been open since last weekend. So the Tipperary Arts Hub is officially open. I'm officially technically employed. I'm one of 6 in-house artists. I've already done 2 workshops. One of them paid. I'm booked for a workshop tomorrow with like kids in a field around the corner. The opening day was last Saturday. It went better than any of us could have imagined. It was incredible. There was loads of people there. Everybody had loads of fun. My workshop had a load of people at it. All shapes and sizes and ages. Kids, couples, the whole lot. Everybody had a great time. I'm going to be doing my stream in Tipperary Arts. I don't know when I'm going to start doing that, because I want to, it could be weeks before I start doing it. In there, because we're still sorting out a routine for the workshops. Who's going to be in front of house? Who's going to be doing a workshop? And the members are going to be doing workshops as well. So there could be weeks where I'm not even needed in there for most of the week, which just gives me more time to do Painting You here with you guys. I like the paintable bar space. Yeah, we stream. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing streams. That's the plan anyway. I'm gonna be doing streams from there. Live streams. I'm gonna be doing live streams. I'm gonna be doing a child-friendly public version during the day of Painting Goo. With music from in there, because we have musicians in there. So if I don't have somebody playing live music, we'll have music from in the bar. I'm not allowed to use any of the AI songs, but that's understandable considering what the place is. The consensus agreement has been that there's no AI allowed in Tipperary Arts because it's for artists. Which I get. I understand, And that's what I was saying the other day, is if anything, it gives me an excuse to learn how to play guitar, or we're gonna, over time now, we'll pick some of our favorite Painting Goo AI songs, and we'll do real life versions of them with real people and record real versions of it, because I could just take the lyrics and I could get people to listen to the AI version and be like, okay, so how do we do a real version of this, because there's musicians in there and all, so it's a very, very interesting time for Painting Goo and me personally. I'm finally at a stage now where I have to register myself as an independent artist with the tax revenue. Because I'm a part of a public space now. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, lots of good news. Nothing but good news.
and smoke in the air. He follows that bitter incense like a prayer into land. Taiji, the hunter of the oldie, hunter of the coast. Taiji, he lives his every nightmare with eyes where demons claw shut his drunken fear. He steps inside and suddenly they hear. Taiji, the hunter of the oldie, hunter of the coast. Three cuts for the form, one cut for the sin, one last cut for the monster cowering inside his skin. Villagers hide to the listen, counting heartbeats, holding breath till the night cracks open. And the only taste death. Oni Taiji, the hunter of the Oni, hunter in the rain. Oni Taiji, he walks away and lives there on these stains. When dawn finds broken horns beside the gate, all that remains is a footprint and his name. Oni Taiji, the hunter of the Oni, walking with his back.
He's stumpy, he's grumpy, his back is cracked and bumpy, blue eyes bright and broken, a mouth full of smoke. He wheezes and he squeezes little sparks when he breathes, golden scales all dusty from the caves and autumn leaves. Oh, yellow dragon with no name, rolling through the hills like thunder and flame, stomp and a rumble and a puff of smoke. Nobody knows from where he came. He grumbles and mumbles, timid and tame, just a wandering dragon with no name. He huffs in the morning, he puffs in the night, smoke
Thanks, bro.
drifting slow in the
It's been so far. It's been better than we could have imagined.
his claws go crack. Pebbles start jumping when he arches his back. Oh, the yellow dragon with no name, rolling through the hills like thunder and flame, stomp and a rumble and a puff of smoke. Nobody knows from where he came. He grumbles and mumbles, timid and tame, just a wandering dragon with no name. Some say treasure, some say gold, some say stories long and old, some say wisdom, some say blame, but nobody knows his real true name.
Oh, Scouts, it'd be fucking deadly if you came over and did some music and all. Like, you'd fit right in. You'd fit right in, Scouts. We have like Irish drums, like the Bowron drums, and we have like old school drums. You know, they're like the bongos and the African shit and all. Like, Loads of different guitars and all. Like, you'd love it, man.
He's grumpy, but gentle the same. Just a yellow dragon with no name.
Right, it's time for the phrase of the day. Where is this fucking day? I need a button. I just need a button that says phrase of day. Actually, I found it pretty quickly that time. Oh. Is it that one or the next one? That's this one. Right, with the help of my feathery friend Tobias Beakus Cross, we shall announce today's phrase of the day.
With the ding of my tiny donga, with this mighty song that I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you filthy mortals of your dirty, filthy cheek, and allow it to flow freely as I announce today's phrase of the day.
Today's phrase of the day is as follows. Blacks claim to be responsible for creating everything except for safety. That's very true. We was Kangs. We was scientists. We was Tartaria and shit. Not once did they ever turn around and go, we ended slavery, or we built a lot of walls, or, you know, we invented law and order. None of that. Just all the shit that they want to steal. Isn't that ironic? And they give out, and they're the ones that give out to people for cultural appropriation. For the fucking irony in those people is actually hilarious. Obviously, it's not all the blacks, but it's always the blacks. Oh, Scouse was saying goodbye. I thought he was saying he must go on like on Happy Friday. Why? I thought that meant. I thought he was saying he'd have to go on Good Friday or something like. Oh my god, I'm such a retard sometimes. If you're not already gone, bye, Scouse. I'm sure he's already gone. I forgot how good that playlist was. That was fucking sick. Some rice paddy techno. Ah, Nick Fordu. The diversity sirens are sound. That would be a good nickname for Ariel from the newer Little Mermaid. Diversity Siren. Oh, that's hilarious. The DEI Siren. Did you find the first episodes? I did, yes. Thank you, brother. I've watched the first 5 or 6. I had no idea the original Dragon Ball was that pervy. I know it's 80s Japanese manga, but fuck me, like that. Your one Bulma's like supposed to be like 16 or something, and like it's pretty pervy. And the amount of times that it just shows like Goku like naked and he's like pissing and shit, like with his little, like he's a little boy and all, like, and he's just standing there like in a sense I get it, because like from Goku's perspective he's supposed to be this like, you know, pure of heart, completely innocent, like he doesn't know any better and stuff at all, like and they do straight up call the characters that are perverts, so like it's called out and all, like, and it is hilarious, it is very like, it's funny, like, but some of it's like straight up just pervy, like. And I didn't know that the original Dragon Ball was like that, like, because the next, like, the next Dragon Ball Z and the later stuff isn't like that at all, like, it's basically all action, like. Love how this one's coming along. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I got a good foundation down, so now it's just adding in details. It's funny, Margie hasn't caught one live stream since I started doing horror. So typical. 16 years old, oddly enough, is mature for Japanese standards. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I know different cultures do things differently and shit, like, and they're like, the Japanese culture is very like weird, you know? Like, they're really emotionally intelligent, but they like, you know, like Japanese horror is like really fucking freaky and scary. Japanese like reality TV and like romance and stuff is like really cringe and like fucking like sickeningly, you know, lovey-dovey and romanticized. So like Japanese culture explores the extremes of human life, like the depths of human life in extremes and stuff, and that's why it's so incredible and beautiful and all these things and all, like, but the pervy stuff is like pretty fucking pervy, you know. But you could make the argument that just because they're honest about it doesn't, you know, like, it's not like our cultures are any better. Like, our cultures are arguably worse because we like try to hide it and we feel greater shame about it and stuff, which you could make the argument actually makes things worse because we're not just open and honest about it, like, but it's very like, it's jarring for someone from our culture, like a predominantly Western culture. I know I'm Irish, so it's like literally a bit in between, because like the Irish culture is very tongue-in-cheek and very dirty, typically, you know, especially when you get a few pints in you, everybody starts talking about like fucking, you know, like, not directly, but there's a lot of like innuendo and suggestive stuff, and like it's like hinted towards and stuff and all, like, you know. And then you get American culture and it's just big tits on a billboard, like, it's, you know, everybody has it, like, but it is jarring to watch something that's a cartoon that has young characters in it, and the subject matter of sex and sexuality like comes up like once or twice an episode. Now, having said that, not all the characters are kids. The main character is a little monkey boy, and your one Bulma's like supposed to be a 16-year-old girl. And like I said, like, they call Master Roshi a perv, like, straight up. and they call the little pig guy Oolong a perv. Like they call him like a dirty little pig. So like they acknowledge it, like they're aware of it. So it's not like you get the impression that they're okay with the pervy stuff. They straight up like shame it and damn it, but it's there, which I kind of respect in a weird way. You know, it's like, well, if you're gonna, it's kind of like what Owen was saying about gays. It's like, and his dad. It's like he's not even cool enough to fuck a dude. Like, it's like if you're gonna do it, and like be straight, be like clear about it, and do it, and then be honest about it. But that doesn't stop it from like Westerners, especially when somebody like me, who I didn't know Dragon Ball was like that. I've watched loads of manga where it's like, you know, full on whatever, like, you know, and you're almost expecting it, especially when it's like rated R or 18s or mature or whatever, like. But because of my experience with Dragon Ball Z from when I was a kid, all I ever saw was like a few episodes of the Cell Saga and a few episodes of the Frieza Saga, and like, you know, some fights with like fucking Broly or something, like, you know, and that's all Dragon Ball Z and later stuff. So I never actually saw the old stuff, so I wasn't expecting it. So when it happened, I was like, what the fuck? But then when you read into it, it's like it came out in the 80s. Lots of Japanese manga did that to like get people's attention and all, and to like get notoriety, because like it or not, sex sells, you know. So it's one of those marketing ploys where like the editors at the time, apparently this is what I read, the editors at the time were like pushing that, and the reason why it's not there in the later ones is because from what is said about the creator of Dragon Ball is like he didn't want to do that stuff because he wanted the story to just, you know, be enough. But he was pushed to and felt it necessary to throw in some of the atypical Japanese, like, tongue-in-cheek pervy stuff to gather an audience, which is an unfortunate reality, you know, is that there's a reason why they put, you know, I don't know if they still do it now, but it was a big thing back in the day where you'd have like some sexy bitch like sitting on the bonnet of a car or leaning up against a car or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason they have the ring girls in boxing in the UFC. There's a reason why they have like all those bitches with the fucking umbrellas at bike rallies and bike racing, like, you know, it's like beautiful women sell products, you know. Like, you put a beautiful woman beside a product, like, and the entire male populace is going to be like, for at least a few seconds. You know, obviously it's like way more powerful for the gooner population who are just like, oh my god, if only I could touch a woman, like, do you know what I mean? For the rest of us, it's like, yeah, she's beautiful, and then like your brain like puts that to the back and focuses on the product and like what the product is and like, am I being tricked and whatever. Like, you don't really, it doesn't like bother you anymore, like, you know. But it's like, whether you like it or not, I mean, like, it's like, just like females are hardwired to like typically be pathologically empathetic, and they've done studies on it, and females are, you know, typically soft and squishy and like, you know, useless in a crisis, because like we all know that trope of like, you know, some kind of crisis happens and there's just some bitch screaming, like, you know, like they're totally useless in a crisis, like this, like, in the same light, men are distracted by beauty, hardwired to, you know, focus on the general shape of a female, you know, like a hip to waist ratio, really nice eyes and face or whatever, like symmetrical face, big eyes. Like, that's why they use mascara, is to like accentuate the eyes. Like, you know, like, it's like what I was saying, it's like, if you're gonna do it, be honest about it, you know, because like the honorable thing to do in life is to be honest about stuff. But then you get into the whole like shame, like what should you be ashamed about and shame, and then like you could talk about the whole like the effect of Christianity on people's like shame of themselves because of the whole fucking like Adam and Eve in the garden, like, you know, it's like cover that up. Like, why? Why should you be ashameful? Like, why should you be ashamed of your own body? That's one thing that never made sense to me. Like, it's like we all assume, like, we all get brought up in this system of like the parts that make us male or female, like in a big way, and the parts that literally create more life are to be hidden away and ashamed of and considered ugly. It's always very strange to me, you know. It's like a really, you know, you want to get into like devil's tricks and stuff like that. Like, I think that's like really fucked up, like, you know. But anyway, I was like 8 or 9 when I watched Dragon Ball for the first time. I didn't know what to make of what I saw. That's what, like, that's more what I'm talking about. Like, if you're an adult and you're watching it, whatever, it's tongue in cheek, it's fine. Having said that, Bulma being 16 is a bit like, you know, that's young, like, you know. Especially when you come from the frame of like the ones perving on her are older than her, you know, so that's like fucked up. If it was like a 16-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl, and he's like, you know, there's like tongue-in-cheek stuff because like that's all right because they're both the same age and they're both at the age where people start to get, typically, whether people like to admit it or not. I knew kids that were fucking sexually active at like 13, 14, you know, so like whether people like to admit it or not, like shit happens, you know. When you leave kids alone to do whatever, like they explore and they start, you know, figuring shit out on their own, like. But because it's a cartoon and because so many of us watched it when we were a kid, I didn't. I was watching like other cartoons at the time. That is pretty messed up, like, you know. I don't know if it was geared towards children. I know a lot of manga is like actually geared towards like teens and adults and not kids because the subject matter is like of a higher consciousness. But then again, I mean, it'd be like hard to argue with the original Dragon Ball because like the dialogue is so simple, you know, and a lot of the ideas are very simple, like. So you could easily make the argument that it was obviously geared towards kids, which does make it fucked up, like, you know. It's a fascinating like thing to explore of like why were things acceptable in the past and why they're not acceptable now, and like, you know, and then you get over to the cross culture thing of like this culture thinks this is okay and normal versus this culture thinks it's absolutely abhorrent. So like who's right and who's wrong, you know, like who has the authority to decide that, you know, well, God, obviously you're going to go to hell. It's like, shut the fuck up. None of you know. Nobody knows, you know. So like it's one of those things, like that's why I think it's fascinating with like stuff like prostitution and shit, where like there's certain cultures like prostitution and swinging and infidelity are things that certain cultures like just accept as a thing, whereas like other cultures are like, no, that's completely immoral, you know. And then you go into like why though, and very quickly you'll find out that some cultures just accept that like the primal urges of a man are like, you know, actually more dangerous if they're like repressed. But then if you go way down that line, that's where you get Islam, you know. Turn your woman into a walking bin bag so that I don't get horny. It's like, that's ridiculous. That means you have no discipline over your own instincts and your own like faculties and stuff. So like, again, that's why I always go back to the yin and the yang and the harmony and balance and stuff. It's like you need to find a happy medium in the middle, you know. You go too far right or too far left, you're just gonna end up like either swinging around full circle eventually, or you're just gonna like swing off chaotically into some kind of madness. Like, it's also where I think you get a lot of cult behavior, like, you know, because it's like, no, we do things this way, and like, my word is law and all. Like, it's like people radicalize themselves over the strangest things. Like, if me buy product, maybe me get pretty lady too. Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, you know. All the women will love me if I'm driving a red Ferrari. It's like, oh Christ. I was watching it on Toonami Midnight Run, which was supposed to be grown-up hours. Well, there you go. You know, yeah. A lot of the Cartoon Network stuff was on after the Watershed as well. Like Celebrity Deathmatch and all. Like, I used to love that. It's hilarious. The YouTube lags so far behind. It's actually crazy. I looked back at the laptop there, and I was like still talking about the thing I was talking about like 5 minutes ago. Oh, my ass is dead. What are you having for lunch? I had a barbecue chicken sandwich. It was fucking delicious. That is a less phallic looking gourd. The sunflowers really fucking. I went back on Instagram to one of the pictures that Margie sent me like months ago, where she like sent me a picture of all the gourds that she's made over the years or whatever. And she had a green one with sunflowers on it, so I was like, all right, grand, cool. So I hope she likes that little detail. Whenever she eventually shows the fuck up. Ninja star. They're sunflowers! How dare you! That would be hilarious, though. They just look like sunflowers, but they're actually ninja stars. That'd be brilliant. I think Margie's husband has been in hospital. Maybe why she hasn't been around. Not certain of. But she texted me the other day and she was like, oh, not she texted me. She left a comment on, like, the 3 streams ago or something. I was like, oh, you were on and I missed you. And I just sent her a thing and I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to be on, like, on Friday or whatever, so don't worry about it or whatever, like. What time are we at? Right, I'm gonna leave it there. Get ready for this sip and paint evening thing. Oh,
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shite. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. If you haven't paid for painting, Goo, pay for painting, Goo. Or you have no honor, and your ancestors will shame you from the great beyond and turn in their grave and show you their ass and fart at you. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed
Right.
painting for you.
pay for painting Goo if you haven't,
Fucking philosophizing.
or you have no honor.
of shit.
I'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Be good, be true, and be beautiful. And I will see you soon. God bless. God's bless. Blessings from the gods. All that
Your
jazz.
ancestors will shame you from the great beyond and turn in their grave and show you their ass and fart at you.
Sayonara, my beloved Japanite.
I hope you've enjoyed today's painting, Goo. I enjoyed painting for you. And fucking philosophizing and talking a load of shit.